Buenos dias. Hola. Hope everybody's doing well. This is Andy West in the Matrix Systems right now. We're going through so much electronic interference. It's incredible forces going on right now. My fans are going through so many electronic interferences through its devices and everything through its connection of its mind-brain systems. So when we're going through upgraded systems, it's changing everything through molecules and Neptunes and everything through its septagons, anti-septagons, everything through its centers. It's going so fast through its body and ecosystems right now. So it's on a continuous wire. And what's happening right now is that we have to get more formulated with its balance and its frequencies through its harmonic systems. Because now your planets are now all communicating with your systems. So when that happens, it's high rising electronic interference. And that electronic interference is becoming its energy system through the magnetic force systems. So I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you to all the subscribers and viewers and all the new viewers that are on my channel. It's great to know that I have the love and support and the unconditional love of everything that's going on. So I hope everybody's doing well. So today, I'm just going to do a basic idea of a graphing system through an illustration of a structure system. So electronic interference is basically like this. Okay, so it starts off with a line. Okay, very simple, right? And it cycles and circles like this. Okay, that's electronic interference. So basically, it's kind of like when you understand its energy cycles, has an energy systematical electrical patterns. So it's very important to understand what's going on with your systems and how it goes like this. Okay. So when it goes higher, it sparks, right? It's sparking right now. Okay. Everything is activated through its center. Okay. So it subdivides in all its electricity. It goes this way, it goes this way, it goes this way, it goes that way, and this way, and this way. So it's kind of like, 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay. Everything is activated through its center. Okay. So that's the systematical U of self, which is on its continuous force going through the body and ego systems, where it's connected through the mind-brain waving systems. So your mind-brain, okay, and everything through its frequency levels is upgrading its systems through its body and ego systems. And that's how we're getting higher electronic, hydraulic, magnesium force system through its interface. Okay, because we're interaction right now. We're interfacing with everything around us through its ground formations and everything through its atmospheres and everything through its connection wires of the space continuum, the galactic system, and the matrix systems. Okay, that's what's happening right now. So when that rotates, basically it goes around more of a circle. Okay. Now this is anomaly, a section where it goes into 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, so 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay. 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay. Same with the north, west, east, south. Okay, northwest, south, and east. Okay. Everything is activated through its point of view, and that's how we get the electronic interference through 12, 3, 6, and 9. Because 12, 3, 6, and 9, remember, are connected through its point centers. So everything through its dimension has its own electronic interference. Okay. Okay. So remember the 4 point centers through dimensional sets. Okay. It sets divides and everything through its electronic interference. So it activates in its center. Once it activates in its center, you're creating another electronic interference. Okay. So it starts off like that. Okay. And then you just do the same thing what you did with the other wire. Okay. So basically what it is you go around its system. Okay. So it's on times continuum. So times continuum is understanding electronic interference is high rising through its communication wires of the matrix grid systems, and how it has a tremendous connection force when it comes to the magnesium polarized energetic highway. Okay, so the highway, okay, is going extremely fast. Okay, because now it's upgrading your systems. Okay, it's upgrading your systems, right? When it upgrades your system, electronic interference comes down again. Okay, it's very important everybody understands right now what's happening with their electrical systems. Okay, so as it's coming down, okay, it's subdividing through the 12, 3, 6, and 9. And the 3, 6, and 9 is its connection wires through its activations. Okay, so it's like a ticking clock. Okay, so each time it goes around, okay, right, it's upgrading its center through its activation, which becomes electronic interference. And that's how it keeps upgrading. So the electricity is always going up. Okay, it's subdividing levels. It's going through its continuous force. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you got 6 line divisions going all the way up to space. Okay, now the 6 line divisions are electronic interference. So everything through its higher source, its connection source through its body source, and everything through its ego's eco source systems, it's high rising through dimensional levels. So you have to understand electronic interference is high rising the body systems. Okay, so that's how everything's connected through its activation centers and how it connects through 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay, so the higher you go through its divisional levels, the higher the force of electronic interference. Okay, because you can be communicating with ground formations, which is you have to find its interference through its balance. Okay, once you find the balance, okay, this is very important too. This is where you have to understand everything through its communication. So now, right now, your electronic interference is trying to communicate with its nature's core, okay, with space continuum, with the galactic system, and the energy core, plus the matrix systems, which is on so many high rising right now through its connection wires, through the magnesium polarized highway. So you're getting more communications level of so many different activation codes. And those activation codes are high centering everything through its electronic interference. Because once you get into the energy systems, it's high rising all the electrical systems through the hydraulic and the magnesium magnetic force systems. So it's very important to understand that you know how to use your hand formations and how to balance those frequency levels, because there's 6 dividing levels that you go from the grounds all the way up to space. Okay, but everything is activated through its center. So just be cautious on your waving lengths of its vibration, because this is what you create. Okay, if it goes any higher, you're going to lose communication levels. So it's going to go like this. Okay, so it's going to go like this now. See how it goes from low? Now it's going up to medium. See the vibrational signal of this electronic interference? If it gets any higher, you're going to lose balance with its nature, with its atmosphere, and with space continuum, the galactic and the matrix. So it's very important that you keep your vibrations level through its communication levels of its balance. Okay? Because you don't want to go any higher than that. And like I said, everything through the 12, 6, and 9, okay, is a clock. So it's clock ticking, like I said. And once it goes through its circulation, its rotation, it's sine winding its levels. Okay, so once it reaches 12, it's going up to a higher force. Now, I'm just saying that chronologically of what happens through an everyday event of your life span. Okay, but you have to understand it's always going through circulation, rotation, but you have to understand its balance too, because balance is extremely important through its vibrational levels. Once you get the vibrational levels, then you know exactly what's going on with your body and ecosystems through its electronic interference. But that's exactly what it is. It's going through its circulation, its rotation, okay? Through its connection of 12, 3, 6, and 9, where comes its electronic interference. But you don't want to high rise your electronic interference, okay? It's very important that you keep it balanced, and that's how you get communication levels through its natures. Space continuum, galactic, and the matrix, okay? But everything is activated through its center. Okay, it's very important that everybody understands that. 4 divisional lines through its parallels of dimensional sets of point centers. Okay, so each time this goes around through its circulation reaches 12. Okay, I'm making it easier for a format for you so you can understand what's going on through the 12, 3, 6, and 9 through its electronic interference. Okay, because the energy cycles are high rising through its patterns, and the waving patterns are getting connection systems where it's getting connected through its radio signals. Okay, because those radio signals have to be connected always through your hand formations, through its balance of electricity. Okay, so if you're picking up your phone, okay, and it's vibrating, you feel the energy. Now it's communicating with you. So it's trying to find a reaction through its balance of its vibration. And that's how it becomes electronic interference. So if you see your perception on your phone and you see colorations from your dimensional sets, that means it's communicating with you through its perception and its balance of its vibration. Now, I know it's getting complicated, but that's the whole point. Just so you know that vibration is everything, okay, to communication. So there's nothing to worry about. It's just upgrading your body systems. So I'm just giving you an upwind cycles of what's happening with your hand formations, your body and ecosystems, and the connection energy waving patterns to the mind-brain waving systems. So everybody has to understand their circuitry systems, and the more you understand that, the more you can develop, the more you can balance through its frequency levels of its open communication. And once you get those open communication signals, and then you can concentrate on its radio signals. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Hey, Anna, how's it going? So basically, that's what it is. Electronic interference, uprising in so many levels, okay, through its continuous force, through the 12, 3, 6, and 9, and the 4 section point centers of its dimensional sets, through tremendous magnesium force systems, the magnetic highway, where there comes has its electronic interference coming down through its activation center, okay? Because everything through electronic, okay, is intelligence through its energy, okay? So that's exactly what it is. So up in its cycles, and I'll show you. Now, what I'm saying is that I do it in black because I just changed it in a different color. Every vibration communicates in a different coloration. That's how you understand its levels through the matrix grid systems, because the matrix grid systems is high rising in so much electricity through energy systems. And the energy systems are going through so many different vibrational levels, okay, where you get the 1 to the 6, right? So you want to stay within your balance, okay? You don't want to go anything higher, because it's electricity, right? So that's where you have to use your meditation, use your calming systems, okay? Because it's all connecting through the nerve systems. So it's very important you keep the center of its activation, okay, to the 12, 3, 6, and 9, okay? And the 12, 3, 6, and 9, okay, comes into a diamond, okay? It's a diamond. Okay, that's the activation, okay, of the ecosystem. This is electricity at vibration levels. This is the diamond core of your body system, where it's connected through the mind-brain waving system, okay? And everything through its connection is the magnetic magnesium energy polarized highway, okay? So it's very important to keep your electronic interference in balance every single time through its communication of anything that you pick up, okay? Because it's going to keep high rising right now, and then you're communicating on higher levels now through your light formations, okay? So if you get a light formation that you don't understand through its communication of vibration, you're going to get a spark because you're not communicating through its balance and you're not understanding its coloration. And that's where they have to understand its perception through its dimensional sets. Because remember I said with cloud formations, every cloud is in a different dimension of a point center. And everything through its clouds is electronic interference, okay? So if you put your hand up and you communicate with that cloud, make sure you know its communication vibration, because it's gonna go into your system if you don't understand it, right? That's why I'm saying is to make sure you understand its vibration, because it divides in 6 levels of interference, okay? That's exactly what it is. So everything I give you is basically balance. It's very important. Indigo, how you doing? Tracker Yoga, Tracker Yoda. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's great to see new faces. Bring the love and the charisma and the unconditional love and everything around us. So it outforms a lot better. okay, through its circles and its regulations, or it's going through its point centers of line dividing. So everything's line dividing, and everything through its connection, okay, is its activation of its centers. So that's, you really have to understand its point centers, 4 divisional lines, because this, okay, you have to understand these 4 divisional lines, because it is your diamond core of its diamond center through the body and ego systems. Okay. So basically, this is really trying to understand everything through electronic interference. That's exactly what it is. How's everybody doing? Good day. Cosmic convergence, abundance to all. Gratitude, my friend. Yeah, I just thought I'd get on quickly and let everybody know what's going on right now, because we're high rising divisional levels of electronic interference, and it's upgrading our body systems. So we're communicating on so many levels right now through the matrix grid systems. And you have to understand colorations. You have to understand different colorations of vibrations, and you really have to understand your balance through your vibration. Okay, because fans are telling me, oh wow, my perceptions are changing. You know, my software, my computer, or my phone is, you know, going on and off. It's changing colorations. I'm just telling you that it's communicating with you on that level through its perception, because your perceptions are changing. Your eyes are changing through its transformation and manifestation. And once you understand your balance through your perception, you're going to be able to understand its interference, because everything is through interfacing. Because you interface with everything through the galactic system, planet system, intelligence system, solar systems. So you really have to know its vibrational levels through its colorations. Extremely important. But one more time, that's exactly what it is. Okay? So, give you a better understanding. I'll outline the electricity. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I might light up some blue, or add some blue, and add some. I can add some green too. Because electronic interference is different activations, and those activations are different colors. Okay, because everything, you know, through its DNA structure is not one color. So, especially when you're in matrix. So I'm going to outline it so you can see it a little bit better. Let's see what I'm talking about here. Do a little bit of green. Oh, it's black. I just wanted to change colorations. Just show you what happens when you go through electronic interference, and how it high rises through its voicing grids, through its human behavior, of its human emotions, everything through its connection. Okay, so it's very important you understand that you stay within that level of the 6 dividing lines. Okay, so that's electronic interference. Okay, through its activation center. This is your diamond core through 4 point centers, through its activations of its circles, which has connection to magnetic magnesium force systems, which is a highway, right? It's a huge kinetic energy system through its cycles. So make sure you stay within the lines. Don't go anything above 6, because if you go above that, you're going to go so much interference of electronic interference, and your body systems are going to go through a lot of vibration. Okay, so now you're communicating higher level, but you don't understand what's going on through its intelligence. So it's very important to keep your vibrational levels here, nothing above. Okay, so that's why everything is center. Okay, it's like a level. You know, I said that before. You have to keep a level. You know, for structures or anything like that, or wall units, always a level. There's water inside, right? It's a level. It's trying to keep its level. It's very important you do that, because at opposite centers, now you've changed its line formation. So now you got to bring it back to its center, right? So you have to understand how important it is through your light and its illumination that you keep its electronic interference, okay, through its balance at all times. Because if you upwind those cycles, that electronic interference is going to go through another communication line through a solar system. And you don't want to do that, because now you're changing your DNA structures of your body systems. And it's a totally, totally different new vibration that you have no idea what you're dealing with. Okay. So when I say you're extremely informative with its communication lines now through the matrix grid systems and everything through its activation of its codes, through its colorations of its harmonic systems, that's exactly what I'm telling you, is to make sure you keep your balance of your electronic interference of its energy systems at all times. So, no, it was brought to my attention, and I'm just letting everybody know how important electricity is, because now we're communicating and we're getting through our upgrades and we're going through a higher dimension of integration. And every time you go through integration, it's high rise in your systems and it's high rise in your communication levels through its mind brain waving systems. So you have to understand its energy and hydraulic systems, okay, through its vibration. So, but I'll show you this one more time, exactly what it is, okay? So always keep your vibration, okay, level through the activation of its center, okay? Because what happens, okay, if it goes above anything through the diamond core of the point center, it's in a different dimensional set. And if it goes anything above the 6 dividing lines, what's going to happen is the activation is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to create a higher vibration, okay? And what's going to happen with that is that activation is no longer it's going to be in its center. It's going to off when it cycles, okay? And it's going to go here, okay? So now you're creating a new vibrational level, okay? Now, if it doesn't go over to the northwest side, it will go over to the northeast side. So again, so if you're going over to here, all right? That's why everything is so important when it comes to activation of its center. Everything is point center through dimensional set. So basically, you line divided circulation rotation. You took your vibration to a higher level past 6, okay, which is not allowed because it's through the defense and security measures, okay? So it's very important you stay the line dividing through its activation of its center at all times. Because if it goes into the south, if it goes to the north, east side or northwest side, it's creating a whole new divisional of its point center through its dimensional sets. Okay? Because once it circulates and rotates, you're in a higher volume right now of electricity. And you're not going to be able to communicate with that. With its planets, intelligence, solar system. So one more time, that's exactly what it is. Okay? And another reason is everything is activated through its center is because you can line divide everything down and over cross. See? That's a cross. That's why everything is created through its center. Okay? So basically, this is the matrix system right now through its vibration. So the point center from north to south, you can line divide, okay, from top to bottom, and then side shift from east to west. And now you have triangular 4 divisional levels, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now these are graphing centers of walls, which is electronic interference of electricity. So it's electric fence. But this is the matrix through different color of its activation through its vibration. But you see how important it is to understand? This is how everything is created through vibration, through its acting center. So if you create something through its acting center, but you communicate on a higher level and you don't understand your vibration through your balance, that's where you win your cycles. This way and that way. Okay? So it's very important that you keep everything line divide through its center. Okay? Tricky, complicated, but you have to know these things. So, but wow, it's great to see everybody. It's good to see new faces too. It really is. Okay, so we got Angie, Anna, Indigo, Chakra, Yoga, Wellness. That's a good name. Lonnie K, cosmic convergence. Okay. Guys have questions on the topic of today through electricity and electronic interference? Makes perfect sense. Thank you. Well, I'm glad I could help you out because chakra yoga wellness, I'll just call you chakra. That's a long title. Everything has to make sense. And that's how you keep your body systems through its meditation of its methods. So it's very important to understand everything through its activation of its center, because this is how it's created through its cross. This is how it's created through its triangular base. This is how it's going through its activation of its colors, of its systems, through its vibrations, through their harmonic systems. So you can take these 4 graphene wall centers of electronic interference to like energy systems, okay, where it becomes electrical force systems of fences. Okay, so you can create that. So you can make line graphene centers. Now, line graphene centers is basically the cross-referencing, okay? So everything through its activation, like I said, is a plasmazine force system. So you can open it like this, okay? Line divided, remember? It has to be line divided. It's extremely important. This is basic stuff. This is going through traveling mechanisms. But I'm just showing you how you can upgrade yourself just by doing it by an illustration of a drawing. So everybody knows the plasmazine force systems. Now, when you're high rising through its balance of its activation systems, and you're in the matrix systems through the point centers of its 4-dimensional sets, you can subdivide its plasmazine force systems, bring up the activation through its electronic interference, okay? Because you can't create a plasma force system without electronic interference, but you have to understand its activation of its shapes, okay? And always has to be centered, because that's how everything through its portal is open. Okay, so basically, what we have right now, okay, this is a creation through its activation center, cross-referencing, all right? See what I mean? Look at that. Look how fascinated that is. I just created a portal through a 4-point center of a dimensional set of a shape of its divisional of triangle angular base through its vibration of its center, okay? Point center, cross, triangular, graphene wall system through a plasmazine force system of activation, which becomes a worm circle. Okay, powerful stuff, man. Okay, so it's like this. Outline it better so you can see it. But you see how it's opening right now? It's opening. So once it opens, it goes on its continuous force, like this. Okay, keeps going. And it gets louder and louder, right? Okay. This here opens, right? You know, from the galactic to the higher self of the matrix system, right? Of its identification of its systems. So once it's open, it opens a wormhole through dimensional set through the 4-point centers of its triangular angular base, through its activation, through its vibration. But do you see how important everything is and how everything evolves through its DNA structure, through its acting center? You can do so much more. But if you off win those cycles, everything is off dividing. Nothing is line dividing. You can't do anything through the matrix. You can't do anything through vibration because it's not balanced through the 6 divisional lines of its acting centers. Powerful, eh? So I just want to let everybody know what's going on right now through your energy systems. Very important to understand what's going on through the interfacing of your formulations of your hand systems, your body and ecosystem, your mind and brain waving systems, especially now because the integration is higher. And once you get higher, you have to understand more balance, okay? Because if you don't understand that communication of vibration through its coloration, then you're going to have problems because you're also going to have problems too with your perceptions. Because your dimensional sets have to be balanced through their vibration, through its communication, through planets, intelligence, solar systems. So that's what everybody has to work on. And they have to be cautious on that too, right? So, had about some type of attack this last week. Yeah, but that's exactly what everybody's going through that right now. It's the integration, right? It's high rising through transformation manifestation through electronic interference, and that everybody's interfacing right now with its illumination of lights. Okay, so that's why I'm giving this to everybody's attention, what's going on, right? Especially now. But it's good that you're listening. It's good that you're paying attention, because it's extremely real. You know? So do you ever have any experience with being manipulated energetically? No. Manipulation is only done through yourself. You can create anything through its negative source, through its negative wires, through its dark realms. But other than that, no, nothing is manipulated. It's just understanding your body's systems and how to get its balance through its vibration. Okay? But there's no manipulation. No. So. Yeah. And the reason why it's more confusing, because I'm a high riser and so many different electronic interferences of communication lines and wires. So once you understand the matrix of its balance, it's a communication to everything, then you understand what I'm talking about. But like I said, I just want you to listen to what's going on. But in simplest terms, just understand your body system is electronic through electronic, and everything through its magnesium magnetic force systems is upgrading your body and ecosystems through interference and interfacing. It's interfacing with you because you're going to a higher frequency level. Remember? 6 divisional lines through its acting center of electronic interference, which is the energy. Okay? So you got to stay within the balance. You don't want to go any higher, because you're going to get into the confused systems. Okay? So, yeah. But yeah, confused is okay. Just keep watching back my videos, you know. It's just keeping your line formations of your chakra centers always in balance every single time through its frequency levels of its open communication through its radio signals. That's the most important thing that you need to do through its body and ego systems. So, but yeah, that is it. That's exactly what it is. Learning about the electrical body system, you have to know that, because it's extremely part of you through communication line signals. And that's how you formulate your balance through your radio signals. Okay? Because every communication that you see, window panels, beds, wall graphing centers, wall graphing circles of centers, okay? Chairs with its low vibrations, you know, and anything with its side winding angles, okay? Everything has interference. Everything is tapping into electronic communication, okay? So everything resides in a different vibration level. So you have to figure out, before you touch anything, is to understand its energy through its hand formations. See? Hand formation. See? Changes color. Now it's interfacing faster because I'm going through integration of a higher force through its energy systems, of its energy cycles, through the energy fields. So it's getting connected with your body's systems through the electrical systems. And all circuitry systems are always upgrading your systems through the mind, brain, waving systems, through the connection, the circulation and its rotation of its brain systems. So you got to make sure the mind receptors are intact, and everything through brain waving systems are balanced. So it collaborates into one. So it has a full acting center. And this is how it comes in to the acting center, through its mind and brain systems. Through its energy electrical systems. See that energy? Right? But everything line divides and it's in balance. So, yeah, I'm glad it can help you out, because once you understand that, then you understand a little bit more significance of what's going on through space continuum and what's going on with the galactic and how powerful everybody is. You know, you really have to get connected with your traveling mechanisms. I'll do that in my next video too. It's very important you guys understand what's going on now, because the integration is going to keep getting higher through its energies. Okay, and the electricity and its communication through its radio signals is going to get higher. Okay? So you got to find your balance each time through its communication. So these things are very important. So what is human spontaneous combustion? Anything through its combustion is basically human emotion. You have to understand you can high rise through your frequency levels and you can overload your systems, right? So it's all about balance through the human combustion. So but Indigo, all 4 points is the squaring the circle. Yeah, everything through the circle is activation. Okay, you have to understand everything through its center before you know anything through its point centers, anything through its line dividing, anything through its triangular base. Okay, anything through its cross-referencing, through its activation of its plasma force. Okay, so it's very important you understand everything that's here with its graphing system, of its structure system, and its illustration system. Okay, so but yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to let everybody go. There's a lot of things I need to do, but right now I want to bring that to everybody's attention, what's going on through electronic interference. It's very important you understand your body and ego systems and its communication lines and everything through its connection of its force systems. So I hope everybody's doing well. Love you guys very much. I'll keep me informed on what's going on through the matrix systems, through electronic and energy systems. This is Andy Weston in the matrix systems right now, going through so many integrations through power centers and everything through its connection of its energy centers. Calling out. Adios, everybody.